guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Euros Manager with Montpellier. Starting today's episode, getting straight back into the games again against Saint Etienne. Hopefully I try and pick up the 3 points. Saint Etienne, a very good side in this FIFA. Always a good side to play against, always difficult to break down and defend against. Got some good players in their side. Some players that are very dangerous and very good at defensive play as well. So like I say, always difficult to break down and also difficult to defend against with some of the players they've brought into the side as well. With one main player I'm definitely going to be looking out for is Oxlade-Chamberlain, one of the lads that I actually know out of the team. Definitely need to keep our eye on him, as I know he'll be a very big threat to us in this game. But hopefully we can get out with the 3 points in this one, get the episode off to a good start and pick up some 3 points, and hopefully NG will carry on his big run of form that he's had since he's joined the club. As we get straight into the action, straight from kickoff, getting a little bit of a run of play, coming forward with the law on the ball, giving it to NG, who plays a beautiful ball out to Miogo, who puts the ball in the back of the net to make it 1-0 in the opening 2 minutes. We are 1-0 up, and it was a brilliant bit of play from the boys there. A beautiful pass over the top from NG, who plays an absolutely peach of a ball straight into the left wing back, who nutmegs the keeper. Gets a bit lucky as it does hit the keeper's inside of his leg, as you see here. Hits the inside of his leg and deflects in, but at the end of the day, a goal's a goal, and that is all that matters for me. As we do take the lead in this one, which is brilliant for us. And we were just hoping we could carry on with this as Ayongo gets his first goal of the season. As you see here, not too many minutes later, we do come forward on another attack. As you see the gap opening up on this right side, as Aguilar plays it into NG, who smashes it straight at Ruffier. And Ruffier easily makes the save, as it is literally straight at him. As you see, a little bit to the left of him, he sticks out an arm and it goes over the bar. A good piece of goalkeeping from Ruffier. Did quite well. But we do keep the pressure up on Saint Etienne. Don't let them have any time to rest. As we come forward on another attack, the pass gets intercepted at first, but we do still come away with the ball. And G beats his man with a beautiful turn, but again, Ruffier equal to this one. As like I say, he got lucky conceding that first goal. Very unlucky, to be fair. And since then, these two shots, good shots to be fair from NG, and he's been equal to both of them, so you can't complain really. As they come forward on an attack of their own, trying to get themselves back on level peggings, as they put the ball just wide of the post. Besic there, turning, taking the shot, but it does go wide of the post, and it was no problems for the keeper as it flies past his near post. As we come forward on another attack, Delort giving it to NG, who lays it out to Aguilar again, takes on his man, takes the shot, the keeper saves it, it comes to NG. He couldn't quite get that shot off, but we do come back straight at them, getting the play in the opposition's half. As NG turns his man, takes the shot, and he nutmegs Ruffier. For the second time in this game, Ruffier gets beaten through his legs. Not having a great time with his legs at this point, as you see. Does not make him. It was a beautiful turn from NG. Takes two of the defenders out of the game. Takes the shot. And Ruffier should have done a hell of a lot better there. As you see, he takes the shot. He opens his legs. Couldn't quite close them quick enough. And it does go into the back of the net to make it 2-0 now. Against the team I was thinking that I was really going to struggle against in Saint Etienne. Clinton NG gets himself his second goal of the season for us, and our second goal of the game. But straight from kickoff, Saint Etienne do come forward on an attack of their own to try and get them back into the game straight away. As Perquet gives the ball to Besic, he whips the ball to the far post. Miogo there to clear it. doesn't get it cleared properly, and it ends up in the back of the net with MVR placing it into the bottom corner. Keeper probably should have done better, being as it was at his near post. Realistic there, should have done a bit better. He didn't do so, and it does mean that Saint-Etienne are back in this game. As you see, we don't get the ball cleared properly. It lays off to Envia, who was not really challenged, to be fair. Should have done better defensively, but as you see there, he somehow splits the difference between our defender and Besic as he runs back into the box, but he somehow squeezes it through the two, and it ends up in the back of the net to make it 2-1, and that is his first goal of the season. But we wasn't going to take that lightly, and we do go on another attack in the second half now, going down that right hand side again with Aguilar, giving it into NG. He turns his man again outside of the foot shot, tried it. Sambia tried to take the volley. As he lines up for it, the defender gets there. Matthias Debuche gets his leg in the way and turns it behind for a corner. Good defensive play there from Debuche. We probably should have done a little bit better, but we didn't do so, and it does remain at 2-1. But like I say, that man that I said would be a danger in this game, Oxlade-Chamberlain, comes powering forward, gives it to Cabela, who whips a beautiful ball in. A clear header for the attacker. But look at his bruise, he doesn't capitalise and blazes the ball over the bar to make it, to keep it at 2-1, shall I say. And honestly, he should have done so much better. And we try and wrap the game up in the 80th minute. Again, the winger getting left on his own. Yongo even tries to get into the box. He gets a bit lucky with his pass coming back to him. Shaqiri plays it out to Aguilar out on that right hand side, open, no one troubling him. He keeps the ball up. He does brilliantly to keep the ball here as he tries to get the time wasted a little bit as it comes to the board. He gives it to Shaqiri. Mole takes the shot, and how about that for a finish from Mole? An absolutely thumping shot there from Mole, going from one side of the goal with his back to the corner of the goal that he actually shot to. He's back to it as he runs away, smashes the shot into the top corner, and there is no way that Ruffier was getting to that one. As we do go 3-1 up at this point, and we were really looking like a dominant force, really putting the pressure on Saint-Etienne, and a beautiful goal to absolutely just shock the opponents, really. But straight from the kickoff of that goal, they do try and get themselves back in the game again with Oxlade-Chamberlain dictating the play as they switch the play over to their left-hand side. They try and get down the wing, whip it across. We get the ball clear. As the ball comes to NG, he loses it. They go for an ambitious overhead kick, but Cabela does put the overhead kick well wide of the post. It was never really troubling the keeper. He did not hit that ball right. It just went straight in the air and straight back down again. It had no power, and it does mean the scores remain at 1-0, and we couldn't have been happier when the final whistle blew, as we do get the win 3-1 against one of the bigger teams in Ligue 1. They were playing very well in this game, but we did get very lucky, realistically, to get the win out of this one, and I'm very happy we did so, as that is the end of this first game in today's episode. Like I say, getting off to the exact start we wanted with that goal in 3 minutes from Ayongo, getting us off to the perfect start, and then getting the goals after that and holding on to the victory was brilliant for us. As we now go into a training session straight after that game, hopefully trying to build them players up. Like I say, we do get an offer for Perez that we go ahead and reject before we go into transfer deadline day in the first transfer window of this career mode, as we get an offer for Daniel Cogre, as we do go ahead and negotiate with them to try and maybe bring in that little bit of money. He is 30 plus years old, so he is getting around that age where we do need to move him on. He isn't going to be growing at this point or anything like that. So if we could get a little bit of money in for him and hopefully bring in a younger defender, a better defender, and even we've got Zagardo in the team at the minute, so he could probably fill his place anyway. But we do go in for an offer on camera, a young player from Marseille, young centre back, only 18 years old, 72 overall, looking like a very good prospect for the future. And he was a player that I actually looked into in case Congogre left. If he did leave, he was coming into the club. If he didn't, I wasn't too bothered. He wouldn't come into the club. As we do go in for this offer, I'll try and bring him in for 4.3 million, as his valuation is at 5 million. And when you think he's a 72 overall, and fair enough, he's a prospect, but goddamn, that's a lot of money for a 72 overall player. But we do go for 4.6 after they come back to us with a 5.1 million offer. We come back in again for a 4.6. They come back and say no, 4.7. And at the end of the day, 300 grand less than his valuation is good for me, as they do, as we do go ahead and accept that. We get an offer for Lazam, which we go ahead and negotiate, as well as we do go ahead, like I say, and fair enough, it is against one of our rivals in Lyon. They may not be a rival in the sense of like teams don't like each other. It's the fact of more their team will be competing against in this league. It's not exactly ideal, but we do go ahead and negotiate with that and see if the deal does come off. But he's a player that I wouldn't mind using, so I ain't too fussed if he doesn't come in. As we do go into the second game of today's episode against Stade Reims. It was I know that they are a decent attacking side, and definitely do want to watch out for this side as well. They've got 2 new signings in this side from this transfer window in Sensei and Lebahan. We definitely need to watch out for a few of these players in this side. Like I say, a very good attacking side from what I know too. Not been in the league long, if I'm right in saying. I'm not too sure, so don't quote me on that. One player I definitely do want to look out for in this game is Udin. A very good player. I know he's a good young prospect player. Have to have a look at him maybe at some point in this career mode. Maybe bring him into our side. But the only problem is with that we don't really play wingers. So he probably won't be signing any wingers at any point. To be fair, we'll be signing mainly main players, as like I say, it's really working for me and I really enjoy using it. As a few minutes into this game, we do get a beautiful attack, and that shot there from Delort, just putting the ball over the bar from a beautiful volley, would have been an absolutely stunning goal if it went in the back of the net. Unluckily for us, doesn't end up doing so, and we do come forward on another attack with Zambia putting the ball in the back of the net in the 12th minute. My star man so far in this career mode. I absolutely love this guy. He's, like I say, he's a 70 overall player, and he plays like an 80 overall, if not more. He is so good. I actually love him. He's so good, so powerful. He's like a cheap man's Pogba at this point. He's very good on the ball. He's very good at his passing, his finishing, and everything like that. And he just proved it there, getting his goal. And like I say, he's just running the games at the moment. And I'm really happy that he's scoring so many. Like I say, 5 goals for a centre mid. And he ain't even playing cam, he's playing centre mid at this point, which is brilliant for us to see him doing so well. As we do get a beautiful ball through, Delort takes the shot, and we do go 2-0 up in 18 minutes, really bossing this game at this point. It was a beautiful threaded through ball there. As you've seen the ball, as it gets put through, slices the defence, and Delort was just through on goal. As you see here, it was a beautifully timed run from Delort. A badly timed run from the left back as he tried to back off a little too late, which left Delort open one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and there was no way he was missing that. I definitely want to try and increase Delort quite a bit because he's a player I'd like to use, but he doesn't seem to be fitting with the way I play at the minute. Not scoring too many goals as that is his first of the season, but we do try and go into this game trying to get these goals and hopefully push on. As we go in, they come forward on the ball, trying to get themselves back in this game, taking Sensei giving the ball off to his striker. He takes the shot, and fair enough, it was off a rebound, but it was a beautiful volley into the bottom corner. Keeper definitely should be doing better there at his near post. He wasn't anywhere near the ball realistically and really should have done a hell of a lot better. And hopefully at some point he will do a little bit. Hopefully at some point we have to get a better keeper, I think, because that, you know what, it's not, I'm not blaming the keeper actually, to be honest. It's the game. It's so bad with how keepers are in this game. But like I say, it was a player that I said that we have to look for in Lebahan, and he goes ahead and scores the goal. And what can I say? He scores on his debut against us, but they are still 2-1 behind, and hopefully we can keep it that way by coming forward on another attack, putting the pressure on Ramis as we slide Sambia through. He turns his man, lays it off, it gets saved, but NG puts the ball back in the back of the net for the third time in this game, and making sure that we don't mess up the rebound, putting the ball in the back of the net beautifully. 4 goals so far in the first half, in the first 35 minutes. It was a good save, to be honest, from the keeper from the first shot, from Delort shot, I believe it was. But NG definitely wasn't missing that one, and he slides the ball past the keeper into the back of the net and makes us 3-1 up. And like I've been saying in these episodes, the attacking play in this side is so good, and the defensive play is brilliant as well. Like, I can't complain at all of how this team is playing. But Zambia does get on the ball again. He gives the ball away nearly twice there. Mole lays it off to NG, who puts the ball in the back of the net. Just 10 minutes after he scores his first, he gets his second, scores the brace so far in this first half. 5 goals in the first half, 4 of them coming from us. It's a beautiful ball from Mole, and G wasn't going to miss his chance from there as he slides the ball, side foots it, past the keeper into the back of the net to make it 4-1. And honestly, he is I absolutely love using him. I wish I hate using players from like this, like different career modes in like more than one career mode, but he is a player I definitely think about doing it with. But hopefully I still won't end up doing it, but it's just a thought. As they do take a shot there, the keeper was equal to it. It was a very good shot from outside the box. Zambia a bit of questionable defending there, but we do go ahead and win this one 4-1. In the second half, the game just really went completely dead. All of the action in the first half, I think it just absolutely knackered out the players after we'd scored so many goals, and they'd come forward and had to defend us so much and all this. I think it just wore everyone out, and in the first half everyone ran out of gas, and it does end 4-1 as we don't really have any chances in the second half. And that was brilliant for us, to be honest, to get 2 wins out of 2 so far. It was absolutely brilliant for us. As you see, that is all for today's episode. After we do a training session, well, a couple of training sessions, that is the end of today's episode. Before we go, we will have a quick look at the league table before we leave. As you see, a quick look at the table, going through, showing you a few bits. But that is the end of today's episode. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.